Hey, what's happening, YouTube? It's been a week since my last video, I think, so figured I'd do an update on everybody. As the Gorillas black pair. These guys should be sold, so they'll be moving out of the fish room sooner or later here, probably within the next week or two. The female is really getting some good size to her. Looking really good. I think they want to spawn, but I'm going to leave the divider up to keep everybody's fins intact. He's kind of not under the light, so you can't see him very well, but he's starting to get a little bit of an attitude to him, which is nice. Not a glass banger or anything, but he does at least acknowledge that you're out here now. And the Gorillas Blues are doing really well. I have them divided also. These guys should be sold also. So that is it's good news for me. I'll be able to get a couple fish in replacement for these that I've been looking for. Hopefully. Here's Maximus. He's getting really big now. Great looking fish. I'm keeping these guys divided also to keep everybody's fins intact. Tanks are a little bit dirty. It's water change time. Been busy with the family this week, so I haven't had an awful lot of time to do with the fish thing, but I'll get on it here now. The weekend's coming. And Titan is doing awesome. Doing his thing. Eating like a pig. Still like to find a female for him if I can. Still on the hunt for one. It'd be fun to get him to get some fry from him. And above them I have these are my F1 Magnus fry. These fry are from Magnus and Harlot. For those of you that don't follow me on Facebook or are friends with me on Facebook, I lost Harlot last night. She got beat up pretty bad last week from Odin, and I had her in a hospital tank. She just couldn't hold up to the meds, so she gave up the ghost and passed on. It's kind of a sad night for me. I was gonna make a video last night, but I just didn't have it in me. I don't like losing fish. I don't lose fish very often, and when I do, it's not good for me. Odin had got through the divider. The divider actually looked just the way I put it, so I didn't know that he had broken through it until I came home from work and noticed that he was on the wrong side. And of course, being that the divider didn't break down completely, she couldn't get away from him, and he just beat the crap out of her. So I lost her. That's too bad. She was a really nice female, big. You know, she was a 12-inch female. So I did pick up this female here. This tank isn't that green. I don't know why it looks that way on video, but I picked up this female as a replacement for Harlot. This is a really nice little female. She got really nice freckling, some nice coloration. So we got big hopes for this little girl here, and she's actually coming right up to the camera so you can see her, and that's probably not as clear as I'd like it to be, but you guys get the drift. I've got her divided with Triton right now. He's doing fantastic, growing like a weed. The other Hoga that's in this tank, he chases it around, but when he gets down to where the other fish doesn't have anywhere to go, he does stop and does some tail flapping. So I would assume that this other one here is a female. That's the only reason why he's keeping it around. So maybe eventually I'll get some spawning action out of these two. We'll see. Here, you'll see kind of what he does here. He keeps that other one in check behind that behind that sponge filter pretty much all the time. Yeah, he's really coming around nice. Starting to get some really nice finish, and his colors are starting to come in slowly. You can see a little bit of a little tooth there sticking out. He's getting a little toothy grin. He likes to kind of square off with the umbi that's on the other side. The lion's eye are doing really well, growing. Once I get these gorillas out of here, I will probably start separating some of these out. Not necessarily to find myself a pair, but just to eliminate some aggression here. They're getting a little big and starting to get a little too rough on each other. I don't want anybody to get killed or none of that. So I've been feeding the lion's eye, my Hogas, and that umbi the Southern Delight growth. The growth food, fantastic food. The Hogas are really doing well on it. Let me see if I can get you some more light here so you can see the bottle a little better. Maybe, not so much. Yeah, you can see it now. But yeah, these two tanks here have been feeding just this food here. I've been getting some really nice coloration out of this food. Good growth. I love it. Let's move on out here to Beast. She's doing really well by herself. I'm gonna be moving her in with Magnus perhaps in the next couple weeks here. She's doing really well on that food too. She's eating the Southern Delight cichlid pellet, the large cichlid pellets. She just loves them, as you guys saw from my last video. This is my last big real mag female that I have left now. So hopefully Magnus will be nice to her, and vice versa. She's pretty mean too. So moving on, I got rid of all my Magnum X's are gone. I sold them, and I traded the Spectabilis pair for this pair of Amarillos. They're still getting used to the tank. This is the male here. The female, you can see her eyeball behind the pot here. They're pretty shy yet, not really eating in front of me. But they'll come around and be some great fish. Eventually, I'm pretty excited about it. It's nice to get them Spectabilis out of here. I was just getting kind of the end of my rope with them. And of course, I got all my clown loaches or most of them are hiding in this little cave here. They're all nestled together. I'll be getting some Some new fish food for these guys. It's more of a softer pellet, also from Southern Delight. That's going to help with bottom feeders such as the clown loaches here and stuff. So I'll be excited to try that. Let you guys know how that goes for me. And moving on, way down here, Magnus is doing awesome. Being his big mean self that he is. If I could get him down or move the light over so you can see his color a little better. See if I can get him down here a little bit so you can see him. But he's really starting to put some serious mass on. He's not really getting length, but he's really getting thick. I mean, he's probably maybe 3 inches thick now. A literal 3 inches thick, not the 4 inches thick like you hear people are like, yeah, my Umbie's 4 inches thick, he's such a beast. Oh, that's bullcrap, I don't believe that. Hold a ruler up to it. But realistically, this guy is 2.5 inches thick, let's say that, not 3, 2.5. But he's really got some great color. He's my favorite fish that I have. I really love this guy. I did a water change on his tank the other day. I had to put a divider in the tank just so he wouldn't tear me up. He's just relentless and won't leave me alone, so I had to put a divider in just so I could get the job done. Otherwise, he almost got me a few times, and I don't really want to feel how or see how that feels. I'm not really into the self-mutilation aspect of everything, so that's Magnus. We got Odin here. This is the newer Umbie that I got a couple weeks ago. This is the one that killed Harlot. His colors are really starting to pop now. The camera doesn't really pick up all of it either, of course, but the colors are really coming in nice on this guy. The reds, blues, greens, oranges, purple. And he's been eating just the Southern Delight power feed. I've also been feeding this power feed to my other Magnus fry that I'm growing out for my own stock. The smaller Umbies that I showed earlier in the video are those are all for sale. I'd like to get them out of here. So if anybody's looking for some really nice Umbies, hit me up so I can get them out to you before the weather starts getting too cold. This guy here too is finally starting to get an attitude. He'll chase you and finger bang or glass bang and all that stuff. You can see he's already getting testy, which is good. So it's nice to see him coming around. He really gets worked up. It's funny. But he's a real treat. I love him a lot. It's a good fish. Again, this is a F1 Wraps Umbie. He came from J-Rock. I think that's what he goes by on YouTube. He made a 300-gallon tank that's got the brother to this one in it. That's really put some nice size on. Beautiful fish. And moving on, we got Orion. Doing really well. He scuffed up the side of his face on something the other day. You can kind of see that little mark. There you go. That's healing up really quick though. I'll be hopefully getting some bigger pellets for this guy to eat. He's only eating like a 5mm pellet. I gotta throw 40-50 pellets in at a time 3 times a day for him. He'd probably eat more than that if I'd give it to him. And then the female, she's kind of growing out of that ugly stage she was in. She's kind of starting to fill out a little bit. He still shows you know, really, or doesn't really show any interest in her. Doesn't want to spawn or any of that, so, which is fine, really. I'm hopefully going to be getting a different female for him anyways. So yeah, moving on. These are my personal F1 umbies. These guys are in the 3.5, some of them are 4-inch range. These guys are all kinds of freckled up too, so these are what the smaller umbi fry that I have for sale are gonna, you know, be like. So if anybody's interested, make sure you hit me up. I got, let me turn the light on in here quick. If it turns on, I suppose if I plug it in, that would help. Let me plug it in for you. And then turn it on again. There we go. These are my F2 Gorillaz Blacks. I'll be growing some of these out. Maybe get myself another pair out of it, I don't know. Cross that bridge when I get to it. I will be selling some of these though. They're eating Rapashi spawn and grow. I really like that for feeding really small fry. So, and the last one is Zeus. He is getting really aggressive in here. You get within a few feet of the tank and he is all over you. He's extremely pissy. He's kicking up all kinds of crap in there too, but he'll be moving out of this tank as soon as I get them gorillas out of here. I'll get him in a 125 by himself. But yeah, he's doing really good. And the only other big news I got for right now is I'm going to be selling the Southern Delight food. So if any of you guys want or need to find some, hit me up and I will get some to you. I'll just ship it to you and all that. So I'll be carrying the food. So you guys are, that's another way to get it if you guys want to try it out. I like it enough to put my name with it and also sell it, so it's gotta mean something. But that's about it for this update, guys. I just wanted to give a few shout outs too to Cycladman09 Forrest. He's been doing some fantastic things in his fish room. The fish are looking great. Working on his air system, and he's going to be coming out with a new video series, which is going to be fantastic. I'm really excited about being a part of that and shooting him some questions and all that. So that's going to be cool. And JW Heiser 1302, I believe it is. That guy, I really enjoy watching his videos. He's got some great fish, knows what he's doing. I'm sure most of the people that are subbed to me are subbed to him, so you guys know what I'm talking about. If you're not, sub to those guys. But yeah, if I missed anybody, I'll catch you on the next video. I'll get some more shout outs going, and that's about it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I really appreciate all the subscribers and all of the great comments. You guys are awesome, and thanks for watching my videos. There'll be some cool things coming up here around my fish room here coming up, hopefully. So we'll keep the action coming. And by the way, the air system in the fish room is working awesome. I'm going to be expanding that. So keep an eye out for some of those videos, hopefully soon. I'm going to start getting some of the materials together for doing that, getting the rest of my tanks on that system. But alright guys, thanks for watching, and have a great weekend coming up.